I've now bought and tested every product that Transparent Labs sells, from their fat burners to their hydration to their protein bars, which is over 19 different products. And today I'm doing a tier list ranking of them all. Despite loving their pre-workout and protein powders, there are definitely some products I disliked and probably wouldn't recommend for most people. In terms of my testing products, I tested each product for several weeks to get its full experience using the products at different times of the day and using the products in different ways. I evaluated their effectiveness as well as criteria like taste, mixability, cost, and whether there is a scientific evidence to support the formula and the ingredients used. After almost half a year of testing, I bring you the ultimate Transparent Labs supplements tier list. Before we get into the actual tier list and going through the products, we gotta first go through the tiers. So the first tier, the best tier at the very top, King of Gains. This top tier is reserved for the best of the best. This is the elite tier of products that deliver fantastic results without negative side effects and have earned permanent spots on my shelf. You cannot get better than this. I highly recommend this and you would be happy buying these. Number two, the second best, Supplement Paradise. This tier of products are excellent in virtually every aspect: quality, dosing, taste, and effectiveness. However, some minor tiny tweaks could be made to optimize these products. That said, if you find yourself owning one of these products, you can consider your money well spent. The third tier, right in the middle, we call it middle of the stack. This is your supplement middle ground. These products are reliable and generally do what they are supposed to do without negative side effects. They may not rank 5 out of 5 across each category, but they are usually really good in a few key categories. They are dependable products that find a happy middle ground between quality, effectiveness, and value. The fourth tier, second from the bottom, is called Rough Reps. This tier includes good products, but have a few red flags that are keeping them out of something higher. This includes formulas that fall short of adequate dosing, or key ingredients, or have significant negative side effects, maybe nausea, stomach upset, extreme crashes, things like that. These are products I wouldn't necessarily throw in the garbage, but I wouldn't want to pay for these either. And the last and final is called Hang Up the Scooper. This bottom tier is reserved for the few products I wouldn't go out of my way to spend money on, not for a second. They fall short in various categories, maybe all, or have some characteristics that are so off-putting that it makes it difficult for me to justify recommending it to you guys. In some cases, the use for this product might be so specific that it appeals to a very specific niche. Now, before getting into the tier list, if you want to use any of these products, I'd be appreciated if you use my affiliate links down below. Not only did this video take almost 6 months to make, there was an incredible cost to producing this video. Using these affiliate links means I can recoup some of the costs and continue to produce videos like this for you all. There's no additional cost to you and it really supports the channel. Let's now start off with the rankings. The first up to the plate is Body Recomp, and I've put this at middle of the stack. When it comes to fat burning supplements, Transparent Labs Body Recomp stands out for several reasons. One of its biggest advantages is the lower caffeine content, 125 milligrams per serving, which is about 250 milligrams daily, which allows you to safely pair it with coffee or pre-workout while staying within the FDA's 400 milligrams daily limit. Many other fat burners exceed 600 milligrams, increasing the risk of some side effects. Other key benefits is the 3 patented ingredients, providing reassurance that they've been clinically tested for effectiveness. The combination of the green tea leaf extract, the natural caffeine, and the theanine delivers clean energy without jitters, something I personally experienced. A standout ingredient is the forskolin, clinically shown to reduce fat mass safely. During my 3-week trial, I lost 3.5 pounds of fat while experiencing fewer cravings and a reduced appetite, though I also tightened up my diet and training. Body Recomp is a great tool for fat loss when combined with proper nutrition and exercise. However, I rank it as middle of the road option because its value depends on your goals. If you're in a fat loss phase, it's highly effective. But for muscle or strength building, other supplements like growth or build take priority, which I'll cover in a bit. The next product I want to talk about is Cyclic Dextrin, and I've put this product at Rough Reps. Cyclic Dextrin, also known as the clustered dextrin, is a unique carbohydrate derived from cornstarch. What sets it apart is its highly digestible structure, allowing for quick energy without the risk of gastrointestinal discomfort. This makes it an excellent fuel source for performance and recovery. There's strong research supporting its benefits for endurance, athletic performance, and recovery, so it's no surprise that Transparent Labs uses a high-quality patented form in their product. However, this product falls into the Rough Reps category due to its niche appeal. Fast digesting carbs become very valuable at the elite level, and most research had focused on high performance endurance athletes like swimmers and cyclists. That's not to say that the average person wouldn't benefit, but most can meet their energy and recovery needs with a higher carb post-workout meal instead. I tested this product while ramping up my full marathon training, running close to an hour per session. I tried it both as a pre-run supplement about 15 minutes before and mixed it into Transparent Labs Intra during my runs. Both methods gave me sustained energy with zero stomach discomfort. I also noticed a lower RPE, meaning I felt like I was exerting less effort to maintain the same pace. This isn't something I'd use daily, and it's probably unnecessary unless you're training competitively or working out for over an hour at a time. The powder is unflavored, dissolves completely, and becomes transparent, making it easy to mix into any pre-workout or intra-workout routine. The next product up to the plate is called Growth, and I've personally put this product at middle of the stack. Now, Growth was a brand new product for me, especially as an athlete, since I hadn't heard of Mediator before trying it. Now, Mediator is a patented form of phosphatic acid, a molecule that plays a key role in protein synthesis and muscle growth. It's been scientifically proven to increase strength, muscle mass, and fat loss when paired with resistance training. Transparent Labs Growth is unflavored, though not tasteless, and the scoop is small enough that I could mix it into a pre-workout on training days or my greens on rest days without really noticing it. I thought I was being strategic by testing a muscle growth supplement in December, knowing my calorie intake would be higher during the holidays. But my training frequency and intensity weren't as consistent as I'd hoped. Still, by the end of the month, I had maintained my strength and muscle mass, at least according to my at-home body fat analyzer, which isn't obviously the most reliable. One challenge with muscle building supplements is that its results take longer to assess. Fat loss can happen at a rate of a pound per week or more, but gaining a pound of muscle in a month is rare. That makes it harder to gauge just how effective growth really is. Before trying this, I consider Creatine and HMB to be the holy grail of muscle building supplements. I'm looking forward to giving Growth a few more months with a more dialed in training and nutrition plan to see its full potential. One thing to note is that while Growth is labeled as unflavored, it's definitely not tasteless. I had to mix it with something strong like a greens or protein to mask the taste. You'll want to do the same. I even sometimes mix this with some orange juice or apple juice. For now, it sits in the middle of the stack. It's worth trying if your training is consistent, your nutrition is on point, and you have muscle building goals. But without those factors in place, Growth likely won't be worth it. Now, the next product that's up to the plate, this is a post-workout recovery supplement. And I've personally put this product at middle of the stack. The more I used Transparent Labs Post and learned about its patented ingredients, the more I really appreciated it. 6 of its 7 key ingredients are patented or trademarked, which is significant. Patented ingredients require high-quality research, proving their effectiveness. With a formula designed to enhance recovery, strength, and protein synthesis, Post delivers on its promises. That said, for the general population, focusing on hydration and protein intake is usually enough to support recovery and muscle growth. If you're new to training, workout at a low to moderate intensity, or just exercise for general health, Post probably isn't necessary. For athletes looking to optimize recovery, performance, and body composition though, it's a solid addition. I tried the black cherry flavor, which was good but very strong, and Transparent Lab recommends mixing it with 16 to 20 ounces of water post-workout, which felt like way too much volume of water for me, especially if I also wanted a protein shake or post-workout snack. So my recommendation is anywhere between 8 to 12 ounces of water. Another thing I struggled with is the clinical dose of beta-alanine. While it's great for performance and recovery, it's also the ingredient in pre-workouts that causes tingling. I don't love that sensation, and I definitely don't want it after my workout, but that's just my personal preference. To its credit, Post noticeably reduced my muscle soreness when taking consistently. My recovery improved, allowing me to train full body or hit similar muscle groups on back-to-back days. The next product that we're gonna throw into this Intra workout supplement, and I've put it at middle of the stack. Intra is a blend of amino acids, including all 9 essential amino acids, plus coconut water powder and 2 patented ingredients, 𝗪𝗡 and estrogen. These amino acids and electrolytes support performance and recovery, while the patented ingredients enhance endurance and stamina. Once my training runs stretched beyond 5K, Intra became a regular part of my routine. 𝗪𝗡 is a powerhouse for stamina, and I noticed that when using Intra, I could push past the wall I'd usually hit around the 30-minute mark. At first, I found the strawberry lemonade flavor slightly bitter, but I grew to enjoy it over, a few weeks, especially with ice water. The colder, the better I think, for this product. Nearly all of Intra's ingredients are patented or trademarked, which adds confidence in its effectiveness. Companies must use the same research doses for patented ingredients. Intra does a lot right, and honestly, there's little to dislike. I placed it in the middle of the stack, but that's because I prioritize bulk, the pre-workout, and hydrate, the electrolyte formula. If you're already taking those, Intra might not add much extra benefit. That said, if you want to improve performance without using a pre-workout, Intra is a great way to naturally boost muscle energy. It's also a solid addition if you're looking to build muscle and reduce fat, thanks for its low-calorie formula with amino acids and betaine. The next product that we're going to put into this tier list is one of my favorite products. It is Creatine HMB, and we're putting it at the king of gains tier. I might be a little biased, but I consider a creatine plus HMB combo the holy grail of supplements. Creatine is one of the most researched sports supplements proven to boost strength and muscle mass. It's also being studied for benefits in mental health, cognitive function, and bone density. HMB also has been widely studied, showing strong effects on strength and muscle growth, especially when paired with resistance training. These benefits are even further amplified when combined with creatine monohydrate. HMB is particularly useful if your protein intake isn't optimal. Now, HMB doesn't taste good. It's extremely bitter, at least to me. While transparent lab flavors, like their Creatine HMB formula, the bitterness still comes through. For what that's worth, I've tried a similar combo from another brand, and the taste issue is just part of the deal. Because of its extensive research, creatine monohydrate will always be the king of gains category for me. Transparent Labs takes it up a notch by pairing it with the HMB for even better strength and muscle gains, plus malic acid and bioperine to enhance absorption. I love this product, I tolerate the taste, and I think literally everyone can benefit from taking it. Easy choice for the top of king of gains category. The next product we're gonna put into this beautiful tier list is Hydrate, which is the electrolyte formula, and I'm putting it at supplement paradise. Hydrate is an electrolyte blend featuring patented forms of calcium and magnesium, as well as iron, sodium, and potassium. Hydrate also has a clinical dose of taurine and some added coconut water and synactive. This combines to make a stimulant-free performance and recovery enhancer. Maybe it was because I was testing this product in the months leading up to Christmas, but I love the orange cranberry flavor. Workout electrolyte supplements became a very saturated market in 2024, so it was nice to have a flavor option that was different than traditional fruit punch and blue raspberry varieties. Even though I had other intra-workout options available, I always found myself reaching for a scoop of Hydrate to sip on during my training. It was very refreshing, and I had noticeably good recovery when taking this product. A quick note though, I often took Hydrate and Intra together on the same day, and they no doubt work together to support recovery. I think that Hydrate is a great option for everyone to add to their day-to-day routine, which is why it ranks so highly on this list. There are no cons to taking this product, and the great taste encouraged me to drink more water throughout the day, whether I was training or not. The extra water intake paired with almost a gram of minerals makes this a fantastic daily staple. Next up to the plate that we got to throw into this tier list is the Grass-Fed Collagen product, and we are putting it at, unfortunately, hang up the scooper. Collagen supplements are often marketed as a fountain of youth, promising healthier hair, skin, and nails, while also supporting joint health and connective tissue repair. Collagen has been shown to help alleviate osteoarthritis pain and improve skin hydration and elasticity, potentially reducing signs of aging. However, many of its claimed benefits are overstated, and more research is needed to fully validate them. I'm not here to say whether your collagen supplement works. I'm just trying to be honest. There's limited research proving its effectiveness, especially compared to supplements like creatine monohydrate. In fact, many of collagen's benefits could likely be achieved through proper hydration and simply increasing overall protein intake. That said, if you swear by your collagen supplement, no judgment. I have plenty of friends and family who do. Transparent Labs offers a high quality, great tasting option. So if you already take this product, try out the Transparent Labs option and let me know what you think. I've tried many collagen powders, and this is by far the best dissolving one. It mixed almost entirely into my coffee without stirring, and with just a few swirls of my spoon, it disappeared completely. Even in plain water, it dissolved perfectly. But for the reasons I just mentioned, I'd save your money and hang up the scoop. The next Transparent Lab product up to the plate is going to be the Nitric Oxide supplement, and we are putting this one at rough reps. I know I'm in the minority here. Nitric Oxide boosters are hugely popular online, but personally, they're just not for me. I say this as someone who doesn't notice a significant athletic pump from these products. I always get better muscle pumps by focusing on hydration and carb intake, but again, that's just my experience. I tried pairing the nitric oxide with various Transparent Labs pre-workouts and didn't notice any difference in muscle pump compared to when I skipped it. That said, now that my full marathon training runs are getting longer, I'd like to test nitric oxide on its own to see if it impacts my heart rate during runs and how quickly it returns to normal afterward. If you love nitric oxide boosters and chase a great muscle pump, this product will likely rank much higher for you. One thing I do like about Transparent Labs nitric oxide product is that it comes in capsules. So this makes it a lot easier to add to your supplement stack. No worrying about flavor crashes or drinking extra liquid to get it down. I placed nitric oxide in the rough reps category because if you're taking it for muscle pumps and performance, you'd likely get better results from the Transparent Labs pump pre-workout. However, if your goal is to cardiovascular support and recovery, the nitric oxide could be a solid choice. The added glutathione and the pine bark extract provide antioxidants and may help lower blood pressure. The next product up to the plate is their Prebiotic Greens product, and I'm putting this product at middle of the stack. As a supplement reviewer, people are often surprised when I say that no supplements is truly necessary. In theory, you can get all your dietary and performance needs from food if your nutrition is 100% on point. But how often is your nutrition 100% on point? The reality, almost nobody's nutrition is perfect. Most of us fall short on daily vitamin and mineral intake, which makes a product like Transparent Labs Greens a valuable addition. For what it's worth, these greens are top quality, packed with nutrient-dense sea greens like spirulina and chlorella. However, that also means that they have a strong, distinct taste that's hard to mask. Despite Transparent Labs' effort, the sea green flavor comes through pretty strong. It also doesn't dissolve fully, leaving a slight residue in my mouth. That said, I've had much worse greens products over the years, and after a few weeks, I got used to the taste and texture. With added prebiotic fiber, it supports digestion, immunity, and inflammation. While I didn't experience bloating or indigestion, this isn't the kind of supplement where you feel an immediate effect like a pre-workout. I ranked it in the middle of the stack, obviously, as you can see. Great ingredients and formulation, but a green supplement may not be essential, especially if you eat a nutrient-dense diet or take a high-quality multivitamin. Another product with a green ribbon across the top is the 100% Pea Protein, which is a plant-based protein isolate. And we are going to be putting this bad boy at hang up the scooper. Since I don't have a significant dairy allergy or lactose intolerance, I usually opt for whey protein powders for their improved bioavailability, taste, texture, and flavor variety. Probably just like you. I would say 90% of the audience right now probably takes a whey rather than a pea protein. Maybe even 95%, I don't know. However, as a supplement reviewer online, I've tested dozens of vegan protein powders over the past decade. The pea protein offered by Transparent Labs tastes great and has one of the smoothest textures of any vegan powders that I've tried. I tried the chocolate flavor and it felt like it provided a really rich, chocolatey taste without being too sweet. Animal-based products like whey have greater bioavailability than plant proteins. That is to say, animal protein can be absorbed and used more effectively by the body. A big reason that whey protein usually gets recommended over plant-based proteins is that whey protein contains all 9 essential amino acids, making it a complete protein, whereas some plant-based proteins do not. Fortunately, pea protein is one plant source that does contain all 9 essential amino acids and can therefore also be regarded as a complete protein. So if you're gonna go with whey, but if you're gonna go with some sort of plant-based protein, you might as well go with pea, because I just said it's got all the essential amino acids. So if you follow a plant-based diet or have a dairy allergy, the pea protein by Transparent Labs is a great tasting, high quality option for you. Now, for everyone else, I still suggest opting for the 100% grass-fed whey for the higher absorption of amino acids and more variety, which I'm actually going to get into very soon here. The next product is Build, which is right here in front of me, and it is a daily muscle builder for strength and I'm putting this product at supplement paradise tier. You might notice that Transparent Labs offers several products with similar ingredients and benefits like Build, Growth, Post, and Intra, all aimed at supporting recovery and increasing muscle mass. Out of these, I think Build has the best all-around formula. 4 out of its 5 key ingredients are patent, and it contains 2 of my favorite supplements. Pico 2, which is a blend of mushrooms that helps muscles use oxygen more efficiently, boosting recovery and reducing lactic buildup so you can train harder and longer. And the second, Elevate ATP, which increases energy production and enhances athletic performance. Now, aside from Creatine HMB, which holds my top spot, Build comes in as a close second in the muscle building category. Plus, Build comes in 60 serving container at just 83 cents per serving, offering incredible value. Compare that to other products, which cost between $1.50 and $2 per serving, and it's clear why Build is such a great deal. If you have some extra money lying around, I highly recommend getting to Build. Next up to the plate, it's got to be a staple, I think is one of the best products out there. And it is the 100% grass-fed whey protein. I'm just going to touch on a little bit about it. I have tons of different videos, all those videos dedicated towards this product, to track all the flavors and such, and head-to-head comparisons against others will be linked down below, but 100% grass-fed whey, 100% is going to king of gains. Now, it's impossible to please everyone, but when it comes to whey protein, TL comes pretty close. As I've mentioned before, while many exciting muscle building supplements can be fun to experience and certainly support athletic performance and hypertrophy, experts agree that the key to building muscle and recovering from workouts is adequate protein intake. In my experience as a supplement reviewer, most people are not hitting their optimal protein targets. There is no way. It is very difficult. Sometimes I can't even hit it. I weigh shy of 200 pounds, which means I need minimum 200 grams of protein a day, which is very, very tough. And something like this helps you get there. A high quality protein should be at the top of everyone's supplement list because of this reason. Transparent Labs offers a premium grass-fed whey isolate protein powder in 14 different flavors, making it likely you'll find the one that suits your taste. The only time I wouldn't recommend Transparent Labs grass-fed whey is for those with dairy allergies or for those following a vegan diet, for which the pea protein, which I just went over, is a better option for you. Another one I think we gotta throw is Bulk, and it is a fantastic product. So Bulk is going at king of gains. For me, Transparent Lab Bulk checks every box when it comes to a high quality pre-workout. It offers top tier ingredients, no artificial flavors or colors, a reasonable amount of caffeine, I think a perfect amount, and clinical doses for key performance enhancing ingredients. At $1.66 per serving, Bulk is reasonably priced compared to other pre-workouts that can go up to $3 per serving. It's third-party tested, informed choice certified, making it suitable for elite or drug tested athletes. Currently available in 9 flavors, it's likely you'll find one or two to really enjoy. My personal favorites are sour grape and strawberry lemonade, but to be honest, they're all really, really good. And I think I've also done a video comparing all the Bulk flavors, so go check that out as well. It's worth to note that Transparent Labs offers other pre-workouts like Stim-Free, Bulk Black, and Lean, but Bulk takes the top spot in my King of Gains category. It is the best overall pre-workout out of those ones. The 200 milligrams of caffeine provides a solid energy boost without the risk of jitteriness, anxiety, or sleep disruptions. If you're sensitive to caffeine, Stim-Free offers an almost identical formula minus the stimulants. Bulk has earned a permanent place on my supplement shelf. It consistently boosts my strength and stamina, especially during resistance training. Now, the next product we're going to talk about is the same as Bulk, but it's in the black version, so it's called Bulk Black. I am putting Bulk Black at middle of the stack. When comparing Transparent Labs Bulk Black to Bulk, the labels are virtually identical. So what drops Bulk Black down so many levels in my rankings? It comes down to versatility. Bulk Black contains 450 milligrams of total stimulants. 350 being from caffeine, about double the caffeine and stimulants in the regular Bulk I just spoke about. The higher amount can negatively impact sleep quality, making it unsuitable for evening workouts. Personally, I didn't experience negative side effects like jitteriness, anxiety, upset stomach, or crashes, but the higher stimulant content does increase the risk of these if you're not as caffeine adapted as me. Bulk Black is slightly more expensive than Bulk, costing $1.83 compared to $1.66. The higher doses of certain ingredients contribute to this increased price. Now, other pre-workouts with similar stimulant doses can range from $2.25 to $3 per serving. So Bulk Black is still a great value for those who prefer high stim formulas. Now, to its credit, Bulk Black features clinically effective doses, high quality ingredients, and no artificial flavors or sweeteners. If you're a stim junkie seeking high dose formulas, Bulk Black might top your tier list. However, I prefer the lower caffeine version of Bulk, which allows me to safely enjoy an extra coffee or energy drink throughout the day without exceeding the FDA's daily recommended caffeine limit, which is at 400 milligrams. Speaking of stim junkies aren't gonna like this one. And this is Transparent Labs Stim-Free, and I'm putting it at king of gains. Take all the advantages discussed with the Bulk that I mentioned and paste them right here. Clinical dosing, high quality ingredients, comprehensive formula, which covers all aspects of athletic performance, and reasonably priced with no artificial additives. The only difference between the two formulas is that Stim-Free, take a guess, has removed the caffeine and nootropic ingredients which boost mental focus and replace them with elevated ATP. This provides muscle energy and stamina in place of traditional caffeine energy. Even without the caffeine, Stim-Free provides good energy, endurance, stamina, strength, muscle pump, and recovery. It's earned a permanent spot on my supplement shelf, and I use bulk and Stim-Free interchangeably depending on what time of day I am training and what I'm training, essentially. If you want a caffeinated pre-workout, then go with bulk. If you don't, go with Stim-Free. If you work out late in the evening or are particularly sensitive to caffeine, then obviously Stim-Free is an easy choice for you. This one I'm holding in my hand, which we got to put on this tier list, and it is called Lean. It's going at middle of the stack. When comparing Lean against the other pre-workouts available on the market from different brands, Lean trends near the top because it has several clinically dosed ingredients and Transparent Labs' high quality standards. When we compare Lean against the Transparent Labs pre-workout lineup, however, it falls a bit further down the list. Where Bulk Black, and Stim-Free are more focused on supporting strength and hypertrophy, Lean bends more towards fat metabolism and endurance, aka I call this the fat burning pre-workout. 7 out of the 10 ingredients are clinically dosed, but betaine, theanine, huperzine all fall shy of clinical dose standards. I found Lean provided a good energy boost, but it wasn't the same kind of dialed in focus that I got from bulk pre-workouts. The second last product is actually the protein bar, and I put this at rough reps. So this is Transparent Labs' protein bar. 2 key factors drop the Transparent Lab protein bar down near the bottom of the rankings. First, the protein percentage is quite low with 15 grams of protein and 280 calories. The Protein Plus bar is only around 21% protein. Now, I recently tested 6 protein bars from Trader Joe's, and the lowest protein percentage were 20 to 25%, while the best bars had closer to 40%. If you want to check out that video, I'll link it down below. Now, to Transparent Labs' credit, the lower protein percentage is due to their decision to avoid sugar alcohols, which can upset the stomach, and opt for natural carb sources like honey, rolled oats, and real peanut butter. These ingredients elevate the bar's nutrient profile, making it higher quality energy bar, but they also contribute to the higher calorie count. Now, I consider this a 10 out of 10 energy bar that contains protein, but I'd rate it 4 out of 10 as a true protein bar. The second issue is that the bar's convenience and cost. Products like greens or protein powder can easily be taken daily at a reasonable price, but protein bars are expensive for the amount of protein that they actually deliver. Even with the discount through the subscribe and save, you get it at $3 each. Without the subscribe and save, you get it at $3.33, which can obviously add up quite quickly. If you make them a daily habit, you could be spending $100 per month just on protein bars. I'd rather take that $100 and spend it on the Grass-Fed Whey protein. The last product on this tier list is Pump, and we are putting this bad boy at middle of the stack. Pump is a newer addition to the lineup, providing a caffeine-free way to boost athletic performance and muscle pump. If you're choosing between Nitric Oxide and Pump for performance enhancements, I give the edge a little bit more to Pump. Now, Pump contains clinical doses of key nitric oxide boosters like citrulline and arginine, plus the tyrosine, betaine, and glutathione. These ingredients not only support muscle pumps, but also enhance physical and mental performance, strength, and body composition, while amplifying the effects of the nitric oxide boosters. I noticed a more significant muscle pump with Pump compared to nitric oxide, possibly due to my focus on isolation exercises targeting specific muscle groups at the time. The flavor is notably more sour and bitter than some other pre-workouts, which is common since many Pump ingredients are naturally sour or bitter. Transparent Labs avoids masking this with excessive artificial sweeteners, staying true to their clean formula. Now, while I still prefer Transparent Labs Stim-Free for a caffeine-free pre-workout, Pump is a very solid option that can be paired with other TL pre-workouts like Bulk Black, or even Lean to make and take those muscle pumps and performance to that next level. If you like this tier list video, you'll probably like the tier list video I made ranking 20 plus whey protein powders. Go check that viral video out here in this corner, or click on it down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.